প্রিয় শিক্ষার্থীরা, তোমাদেরকে অনলাইন ক্লাসে স্বাগতম। আমরা অনলাইন ক্লাসের ধারাবাহিকতায় আজকে উপস্থিত হয়েছি মাস্টার্স শ্রেণীর ডিফারেনশিয়াল অ্যান্ড ইন্টিগ্রাল ইকুয়েশনস কোর্স নিয়ে। তোমাদের সামনে একটা প্রবলেম সলভ করব। তো আমাদের তার আগে একটু কথা বলে নিচ্ছি, অধিভুক্ত 7 কলেজে যারা আমাদের শিক্ষার্থী রয়েছে, বিশেষ করে মাস্টার্সে যারা আছো, তোমাদের পরীক্ষার একটা ডেট সম্ভবত হয়েছে। আগামী মাসেই ফার্স্ট উইকে বা সেকেন্ড উইকে হয়তো পরীক্ষাটা শুরু হয়ে যাবে, সম্ভাব্য একটা ডেট। তোমরা একটু দেখে নিও, আর সময় খুব বেশি নেই, কাজেই একটু প্রিপারেশান নিয়ে নিতে হবে পড়াশোনা করে, যাতে পরীক্ষা ভালো করতে পারো। এই মেসেজটা তোমাদেরকে বললাম এই জন্য, যেহেতু পরীক্ষার এই লকডাউনের মধ্যেও আমাদের পরীক্ষাগুলো নিতে হচ্ছে। লকডাউন উঠে গেছে এখন, তো প্রিপারেশান খুব বেশি ভালো না হলেও এখন যেটুকু সময় আছে এই সময়ের মধ্যেই তোমাদেরকে প্রিপেয়ার্ড হতে হবে। তো প্রিয় শিক্ষার্থীরা, আমাদের আজকের টপিক হলো ভোল্টারা ইন্টিগ্রাল ইকুয়েশনের একটা প্রবলেম নিয়ে আমরা আজকে আলোচনা করব। একটা প্রবলেম সলভ করব, ভোল্টারা ইন্টিগ্রাল ইকুয়েশনের একটা রিজলভেন্ট কার্নেল তৈরি করব, এবং নিউম্যান সিরিজ বলে একটা সিরিজ ছিল, সেই সিরিজটাও আমরা এখানে দেখানোর চেষ্টা করব। তো আমি তাহলে বলে যাচ্ছি, ভোল্টারা ইন্টিগ্রাল ইকুয়েশনের একটা প্রবলেম রিলেটেড ডিসকাশন হবে। প্রবলেমটা হলো ফাইন্ড দ্য, আমি লিখছি বোর্ডে, ফাইন্ড দ্য রিজলভেন্ট কার্নেল and then solve the resolvent kernel and then solve the integral equation. Phi of x equals to fx plus lambda integration 0 to x kappa x xi phi of xi d of xi, where the function f of x is given by where f of x equals to e to the power x sin x, and kernel kappa x xi equals to 2 plus cos x by 2 plus cos xi, 2 plus cos xi, and lambda equals to 1. This is the problem. We have to find the resolvent kernel, then solve the integral equation. There is another question with this: what is the Newman Newman series? আমি একটা ক্লাসে তোমাদের সাথে ডিসকাস করেছি নিউম্যান সিরিজ নিয়ে। আজকে আমরা এটাকে করে দেখাবো যে হোয়াট ইজ নিউম্যান সিরিজ। তো প্রিয় শিক্ষার্থীরা, আমরা এই ভোল্টারা ইন্টিগ্রাল ইকুয়েশন, দিস ওয়াজ দ্য স্ট্যান্ডার্ড ফর্ম। If this is the standard form of Volterra equation, then we know that the solution will be phi of x equals to f of x plus lambda a to x kappa x xi, and there will be resolvent kernel r x xi lambda. Okay, let us solve the problem. Solution. The given equation becomes phi of x equals to fx. Fx means e to the power x sin x plus lambda equals to 1, lower limit 0 to x kappa x xi, 2 plus cos x by 2 plus cos xi, and phi of xi d of xi. Say this is the equation number 1. This is the given equation. We have to solve it. We have to find out the resolvent kernel and we have to discuss about the Newman series. Okay, we can write down. We know, we discussed about this earlier. We know that the solution of the Volterra integral equation phi of x equals to f of x plus lambda a to x kappa x xi phi of xi d of xi is, so this is equation number 2. Equation number 2, solution of the Volterra integral equation is phi of x equals to f of x plus a to x, and resultant kernel are x xi lambda function of xi and d of xi. Equation number 3. We have to find out this solution. Here f of x is given. That means we have to find out the resultant kernel at first r x xi lambda. Equation number 3. Comparing 2 with 1. If we compare this, comparing 2 with 1, we'll get, comparing 2 with 1, comparing 2 with 1, we have f of x means 2 plus cos x by 2 plus cos xi. Sorry, f of x equals to, this is the f of x, this is the f of x, e to the power x sin x. This is the function of x, and kappa x xi equals to, it was also given, kappa x xi equals to 2 plus cos x by 2 plus cos xi. 2 plus cos xi, lower limit a equals to 0. Lower limit a equals to 0. So we can write down from here, if we substitute x with 0 or f x with xi, function of xi equals to function of xi, we need the value, that's why we have to find out function of xi. Function of xi will be e to the power xi sin xi. Also we have the resultant kernel, x xi lambda. We know this. We know the resultant kernel r x xi lambda equals to summation over n equals to 1 to infinity lambda to the power n minus 1 kappa n x xi. We discussed about this earlier. Here this is an infinite series, kappa n x xi. In this case lambda equals to 1. So if we put down lambda equals to 1, we'll get, okay, we also know that kappa n x xi, we also know that, we discussed this in my previous lecture, xi 2x kappa x z kappa n minus 1 z xi dz, n is greater or equals to 2. So this is equation number 5. These two relations we know, resultant kernel and kappa n x xi, this we know. Now if we put down n equals to 1, then we have kappa 1 x xi, and we know kappa 1 is equals to kappa xi. That means it is kappa x xi means 2 plus cos x by 2 plus cos xi. Kappa 1 and kappa are equal from this relation. And if we put n equals to 2, if we put n equals to 2, then we'll get kappa 2x xi equals to xi 2x kappa x z kappa 1 z xi dz for n equals to 2. That means kappa 2x xi equals to xi 2x kappa xz. Kappa xz means 2 plus cos x by 2 plus cos z. 2 plus cos x by 2 plus cos z into kappa 1 zz. That means kappa zz. In the place of x, it will be z. That means 2 plus cos z, 2 plus cos z by 2 plus cos xi into dz. Okay. In this case, 2 plus cos z and 2 plus cos z will be cancelled. We have to integrate with respect to z. So 2 plus cos x by 2 plus cos e is constant. 2 plus cos x and 2 plus cos xi is constant, and if we integrate, this will be cancelled, and it will be xi 2x dz. That means 2 plus cos x by 2 plus cos xi, and here will be z, upper limit x, lower limit xi. It will be kappa 2 will be 2 plus cos x by 2 plus cos xi. It is the value of z, that means x minus xi. It will be x minus xi, simply x minus xi. It is kappa 2. It is the value of kappa 2. So this is equation number 7. Kappa 2, equation number 7. For n equals to 3, kappa 3x xi, it will be xi 2x kappa x z kappa 2z xi dz, like this. Now put the value of kappa 2z xi and kappa xz in the previous cases. That means it will be xi 2x kappa xz means 2 plus cos x by 2 plus cos z, and kappa 2z xi we have to find out, this 2 plus cos x, we have got this 2 plus cos xi x minus xi dz. Here 2 plus cos x by 2 plus cos z, and it will be z, sorry, it will be 2 plus cos z, and 2 plus cos z and 2 plus cos z will be cancelled. 2 plus cos x and divided by 2 plus cos e is constant in aspect of z, so it will be outside. It will be outside. If we bring this in outside, we will get integration over xi 2x 2 plus cos x by 2 plus cos y into x minus y dz. That means we'll get 2 plus cos x by 2 plus cos y. If we integrate x minus y with respect to z, x minus y with respect to z, it will be z minus y, because k to z, it will be z, sorry, it will be z, z minus y, it will be z, extremely sorry, because kappa to z y. If x y, then x minus y, if z y, then z minus y. So it will be z minus y whole square by 2, upper limit x, lower limit y. That means it will be 2 plus cos x by 2 plus cos y, x minus y whole square by 2. Similarly, you have to find out this. I am writing on the board just the result. Similarly, for k for xy, it will be 2 plus cos x by 2 plus cos y, x minus y whole cube by 3 factorial. Whole cube by 3 factorial. It will be for kappa 4, it will be xy, kappa 4 xy, 3 factorial. 2 factorial means 2 factorial, you can write down. 2 means 2 factorial, the same thing, kappa 4. That means proceeding in the same way, we can write down kappa n xy, it will be 2 plus cos x by 2 plus cos y into x minus y to the power, in case of 4, the power is 3. So it will be n minus 1 divided by n minus 1 factorial. By the process of induction method, we can assume that this problem or this theory is true for n plus 1. Okay, we can write down n plus 1, putting n plus 1 in place of n, or replacing n by n plus 1, replacing n by n plus 1, kappa 4, say this is kappa 4, this is 9, and kappa n, this is 10. Equation number 10, replacing n by n plus 1 in 5, will get kappa n plus 1 x y equals to in 5. Equation number 5. Y to x kappa xz, kappa n z y dz, sorry, z y into dz. Y to x kappa xz, kappa n z y dz. No, it will be dz. Sorry, dz. Integration with respect to z, dz. So it will be y to x 2 plus cos x by 2 plus cos z, 2 plus cos z by 2 plus cos y, z minus y, kappa n z y, z minus y whole to the power n minus 1 by n minus 1 factorial into dz. And here 2 plus cos z will be cancelled, and 2 plus cos x by 2 plus cos y, integration over y to x, z z minus xi whole to the power n minus 1 by n minus 1 factorial dz. It will be n minus 1 by n minus 1 factorial dz. Okay, so it will be 2 plus cos x by 2 plus cos xi, and z minus xi whole to the power n minus 1, it will be z minus xi whole to the power n by n factorial. Z minus xi whole to the power n by n factorial. Say this is the equation number 11. Equation number 11. So by mathematical induction we can say that the equation 4 holds for all values of n, for all integer of n. We can write down, then by mathematical induction, thus by mathematical induction 5 holds for all positive integer, n greater or equals to 2. Now from 4 the resolvent kernel is R x xi lambda. It will be summation n 1 to infinity. It was summation n 1 to infinity lambda to the power n minus 1 kappa n x xi. But in this case lambda equals to 1, and if we put n equals to 1, 2, 3, that means it will be kappa 1 x xi, kappa 2 x xi, kappa 3 x xi, up to kappa n x xi, going on. This is an infinite series. Now put the value of kappa 1 x xi. It was 2 plus cos x by 2 plus cos xi. Kappa 2 was 2 plus cos x by 2 plus cos xi into x minus xi. Kappa 3 was 2 plus cos x by 2 plus cos xi x minus xi whole square. Now if we take common 2 plus cos x by 2 plus cos xi, 2 plus cos x by 2 plus cos xi, 2 plus cos x by 2 plus cos xi, it will be 1 plus x minus xi by factorial 1, x minus xi whole square by 2 factorial, x minus xi whole cube by 3 factorial, and this is infinite power series or e to the power x Euler series. That means 2 plus cos x by 2 plus cos xi e to the power x minus xi. Which is the required resolvent kernel? 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 2 plus cos x by 2 plus cos xi e to the power x minus xi is the required resolvent kernel. Second part was the solution. The solution, we know that if we put the value of the resolvent kernel and the value of f of x in the original function, putting f of x equals to e to the power x sin x, a equals to 0, r x xi lambda equals to 2 plus cos x by 2 plus cos xi e to the power x minus xi, and function of xi equals to e to the power xi into sin xi in equation number 3. We will get the solution. We will get the solution phi of x equals to e to the power x sin x plus 0 to x 2 plus cos x by 2 plus cos xi e to the power x minus xi e to the power xi sin xi d xi. Now if we integrate this, we will get the solution. By integrating this, we will get from here e to the power x sin x e to the power x sin x plus 2 plus cos x. Here will be e to the power x. E to the power x is constant. It will be outside, and 2 plus cos x also constant. Integration over 0 to x with respect to xi. We will integrate with respect to xi. That means sin xi divided by 2 plus cos xi. Sin xi divided by 2 plus cos xi d of xi. Now integrate this method of substitution. If we substitute 2 plus cos xi is another variable, we will get the integrate value e to the power x sin x plus e to the power x 2 plus cos x, and it will be, after integration we will get minus log 2 plus cos xi, and the value upper limit is x, lower limit equals to 0. That means e to the power x sin x e to the power x 2 plus cos x, and here will be minus log 2 plus cos x, and minus minus plus log 2 plus 1, log 2 plus 1 equals to e to the power x sin x e to the power x 2 plus cos x, and here will be log 3 minus log. That means we can write down like this: log 3 by log 2 plus cos x. Log u by v, log u minus log v. Log you can write down this in this way: 2 plus cos x, like this. 3 by 2 plus cos x, and this is the solution. This is the solution of the Volta integral equation and the Newman series. Newman series of the kernel kappa x xi is. Newman series of the kernel kappa x xi is equals to summation over v equal to 0 to infinity lambda to the power v kappa v plus 1 x xi. That means v equals to 0 to infinity lambda, the value of lambda equals to 1, kappa v plus 1 x xi. That means it will be kappa 1 x xi, kappa 2 x xi, kappa 3 x xi. That means 2 plus cos x by 2 plus cos xi e to the power x minus xi, and this is the required Newman series. প্রিয় শিক্ষার্থীরা, আমরা একটা অনেক লম্বা প্রবলেম সলভ করেছি। এর মধ্যে অনেক ক্যালকুলেশন হয়তো আমরা স্কিপ করেছি। তোমরা সেটা ডিটেলস করে নেবে। এবং আমরা একটু তাড়াহুড়ো করেছি আসলে এত বড় একটা লেকচার দেওয়ার জন্য। তো আমার মনে হয় বুঝতে সমস্যার কথা না, ইন্টিগ্রেশনের নলেজটা যদি আমাদের ভালোভাবে থাকে তাহলে আমরা করতে পারবো। এটা খুবই সহজ ম্যাথ, কিন্তু ক্যালকুলেশন একটু বড় হবে, প্র্যাকটিস করলে সব ঠিক হয়ে যাবে। তো ভালো থাকো সবাই, ধন্যবাদ সবাইকে।